Wee! LDBC or nothing. This is your boy, the Coach. You're live on the Coach Show, live. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, let's go ahead and talk about this. $880 million. Damn. Well, that's a lot of money, but, okay. So what I've been noticing is that these articles, a lot of them don't tell the whole truth. This particular article did, okay? They talked about the rest of the money that they paid out lower down in the article. But to be honest, when these people print this stuff up, they need to put down $1.5 billion. Folks, $1.5 billion. Because they ain't talking about all the other money that's been paid out. $1.5 billion, folks. That's a lot of money. That's a lot of kids being fondled with. Okay, that's a lot of children being fondled with. Okay, a lot. And when you break it down, for those of y'all that don't understand what 1.5 billion is, that's 1,500 million. That's 1,506 zeros. Okay, when you divide that by 1353, like the amount of kids that these clergy been messing with these kids, that's over 1,300 lives that's going to be mentally tormented for the rest of their life. That's about $1.1 million per person. Do you think that's enough? Do you think that's going to be enough? Is that going to be enough for all the therapy, session that they got to have? Is it? Is that going to be enough for all the times that, some of these kids, and God forbid, I hope they don't, try to take themselves out of here? Is that going to be enough? And moreover, some of these kids are going to have to be committed to mental hospitals. Is that going to be enough? Is that $1.1 million, is that going to be enough? Because let me tell you, when you are, and let's call it what it is, this is molestation. When you're molested, I don't care, man, your life is just never the same. And maybe you have like 5% of those kids that actually can come up and be adults and actually have, a productive life. Maybe. But moreover, you have some of those kids that go out, they become adults, and they do the exact same thing that happened to them. Moreover. You see, folks, this right here is catastrophic. This is catastrophic, okay? It's so bad on so many levels because so many young people are going to have issues. Some of these young people, they're not going to be productive adults. Some of these young people are going to mentally not make it. And I always wonder why. You know what? So many people are not talking about this. So many people not talking about this. They not. I mean, the DYT, they definitely not talking about this. And if y'all don't know what the DYT is, that's the dysfunctional YouTubers. I want to love you. Or I want to hate you. DYT, dysfunctional ass YouTubers. I mean, they ain't talking about this. I mean, Stephen A. Smith, Shay, Ocho. They ain't talking about this. Jaguar ugly ass, right? She ain't talking about this. Ho Rogan, Piers Morgan. They ain't talking about this. I mean, come on. I mean, conservative news, we ain't talking about it. Everybody done went pretty much hush hush. And I'm shocked Stephen A. Smith ain't said nothing. I'm so shocked he ain't said nothing about this. But he know about it. I mean, the man know about everything else. What is it? What is it with people don't want to talk about the flaws and the evils of powerful white men? People don't want to talk. No, not even powerful white men. Powerful white people. I don't want to talk about it. And if you really want to go ahead and dissect this on a lower level, okay, just pretty much white people who do heinous acts in general. See, sometimes the acts, they got to be so bad that people have to talk about it. Like with George Floyd. See, that person, that white police officer, he knelt on the man's neck and he did it in front of the world. That's something you couldn't deny. Like it's right there in your face. It's like, okay, racism is right here. It's right here in your face. You can't not talk about it. They had to. See, that's a situation where they actually had to because it was put right in front of your face. These other situations, they're not putting this in front of your face. They're doing this behind closed door. They're molesting these children behind closed doors. See, these people, they're acting like they're using religion, they're using God to groom these kids. They're using God to groom these kids, and then they use that to do heinous acts to these kids. But the world don't want to talk about these powerful white men, these powerful white people. They don't want to talk about it. Vince McMahon, I mean, how many people talked about Vince McMahon? I know Stephen A. Smith didn't do it. Dana White, when he slapped his wife in front of the world. Stephen A. Smith ain't talk about it. He did, but he called Dana White in advance, and he didn't go in like he really didn't go in. But boy, when it was Ray Rice, oh man, this man had nothing but smoke for Ray Rice. Nothing but smoke. When Michael Irvin got in trouble. And really, Michael Irvin was innocent. Nope. You had Hucklebuck. Already, I know this man, you know. And I just hope nothing happened, you know. I just hope nothing happened. You know, but you didn't have all the information with Michael Irvin. You still said something. Didn't have all the information, still made a comment. But when Josh Giddey came up, oh, you gotta be a responsible journalist. You gotta have all the information. I mean, if he did this, is it wrong? Sure. But many of you are not responding. Like he said that bullshit. Like, no, bro. Where's your smoke for Josh Giddey? Where your smoke? Like, come on, man. Plenty of people out here you don't have all the information to. You still talked about it. You gave your thoughts and opinions. He wouldn't give his thoughts and opinions on Josh Giddey. He wouldn't give his thoughts and opinions on Vince McMahon. Didn't give his thoughts and opinions on Hulk Hogan. Nah. And, of course, a lot of these DYTs, they're not giving their thoughts and opinion on this $1.5 billion lawsuit. This is huge. This is very huge. I mean, this is a much bigger story than Sean Puffy Combs, right? Much bigger story than this dysfunctional ass person called P. Diddy. Now, don't get me wrong. Don't get me wrong. I'm of that belief, yeah. Yeah. Do I think P. Diddy guilty? I think guilty as hell. But do I have any proof? Nah. Nobody has proof that he's actually guilty. That's the thing. Nobody has proof that he's guilty. But they know this is a fact right here in your face. Right here, this is a fact. These people are guilty. And 1.5 billion reasons they are guilty. This is a fact. They did these allegations. This is a fact. What Vince McMahon did was a fact. What Hulk Hogan did. The racial rant epitaph that he went on for years got put out there. That's a fact. Dana White slapping his wife in front of the world. That's a fact. Dana White was a tricking. Dana White has a history of tricking. That's a fact. We don't want to talk about that. Right, DYT? The DYT don't want to talk about this. They got nothing to say, y'all. Not one damn thing to say, but boy, this is a big story here. Boy, this is a huge story. Because these people, they claim to love God. And they want to, teach your kids how to be godly people. And they're using the name of God to have their sexual manifestations with children. That's what they're doing. Whether you like it or don't like it, here it is. And please don't ask me, man, what the Chris Cyborg footage? You gonna talk about that? No, I want to talk about this. Because nobody's talking about it. We'll talk about Chris Cyborg after this. But nobody's talking about this. So many. And the whole Hugh Hefner situation. My God. This man was hooking up with young blood for years, for decades. Nobody talking about this. Y'all remember that HBO series they used to have about the Bunny Ranch? And some of those girls in there look like they were underage. Yeah, there was a couple of 18-year-olds in there, they say. And they was, you know, they was getting it on for money at the Bunny Ranch. Ain't nobody investigate them. Ain't nobody talk about how wrong that is. It was a brothel. HBO did a series about a brothel called the Bunny Ranch. Nobody want to talk about that. How do you explain this? How do you explain this? But Michael Irvin gets accused. There was no evidence that Michael Irvin did anything. He was accused. And people ran with that. People ran with it. People ran with it. Then when the video evidence came out that Michael Irvin was completely innocent, where are all the retraction videos from the DYT? I didn't get them. I didn't see them. You see, we're in a time now, y'all. We're in a time now that your life and your children's life are in danger. We're in a time. I mean, you got people completely just making up stuff. You got people completely making up stuff to try to bring you down, like to try to have you arrested like crazy. A lot of these chicks out here, they crazy. Like they legit crazy. And then you got these people trying to hurt your kids. You got people out here legitimately trying to hurt your kids. And it'll be people that can't stand me, right? And they'll thumb this video down. They'll come on here and thumb this down because this is what they believe too. Matter of fact, anybody that thumb this video down, that means that you are a piece of shit. That's what you are. Anybody that thumb this video down now, okay? And there are 1.5 billion reasons why you shouldn't. Whether you like me or not, we should all agree that, hey, hurting the kids is bad. You have people right here on this channel try to argue with me about I need all the facts. They already got the facts. Why the hell do you think they paying $1.5 billion? They got the facts. They already got the facts. But I tell you what, though, I need to see some arrest. I don't see no arrest being made. All I see is a buyout. Now, ain't this something? Now we go back to P. Diddy. Okay, I never really liked P. Diddy anyway. I mean, I never liked the guy. If I think that he could do this, I believe he's guilty as hell. But I don't have any proof. Why you think I'm not making videos? Because I don't have any proof. There's nothing to talk about. I don't know. The only thing I know is that he beat the hell out of Cassie. That's all we know. That's a fact. Okay, rest of the stuff, oh, okay. Show me some proof. Where these videotapes at? Show me some videotapes. Now with R. Kelly, some videotapes actually did come out with him. Some videotapes actually did come out with him that he was on. Okay, but miss me with it. Miss me. What I want to know is what's the deal? Because if you're coming down, thumbing this down, and if you're telling me that, man, you talking about this, no. We have to be in agreement that the kids need to be off limits. Even when I used to have YouTube beefs with people, and I couldn't stand them. Now, I would go after them, but if I knew they had kids, I really wouldn't go after them. And I made one mistake one time, where it was a woman, and she was, it's almost like she was harassing the hell out of me. Harassing me and just calling. So yeah, I put a YouTube video up with her location and her son's graduation, but I took it down because I thought about that. I said, yeah, wait a minute, man. That damn kid ain't had nothing to do with our beef. Cause what if somebody get upset, man, and try to go find him? It's just some things you have to think about, man. Some things you got to really think about. And I thought about that, like, no. I'm good with that. I ain't got to do all that. Okay? I don't have to do all that. But what I'm saying is the kids were always off limit. Okay? Nobody harmed any kids. Nobody. But man, you got these people sitting here messing with these kids, raping and molesting these kids, and this can't get no media attention? The DYT can't talk about this? The Stephen A. Stupids? The Shay Shays? The whole Rogans? The Conservative News Network? Can't none of these people talk about this? Like, I'm waiting. But you know what? I'm going to tell you how Stephen A. Smith do. And this ought to give you like a hint that this guy, he watches these videos. He watch our videos. Because as soon as we say something about him not talking about it, y'all know, like maybe a week or about 5 days later, he ended up talking about it. Every single solitary time that we get on his helmet about stuff, Stephen A. Smith make a video. He make a video trying to act like he down for the cause. Man, look, they're not gonna talk about this. They're gonna sweep it under the rug. See, what is the fear? What is this fear with people, period, not wanting to talk bad about powerful white men? How about this, powerful white people in general? Don't nobody want to say nothing. And I'm just giving you my perception. People don't want to say anything about these powerful people. They don't want to say nothing. Like, why? Oh, I get it. Because these people, they got so much money beyond their means that it could affect your bottom line. That's why you won't talk about it. You don't want to lose your livelihood. Stephen A. Smith, you don't want to lose your livelihood. Of course you don't. Of course you don't want to lose your livelihood. So, you stay silent. But when it comes to somebody black, man, they got all the energy, they got all the smoke in the world. People still talking about Michael Vick. You got fans, man. This man can't even post on his Instagram page, and people are still, after all these damn years, telling him that he's a piece of S about the dogfighting incident that he already served his time for years ago. Like, these people, they're not letting this man escape what he did. Ain't that something? But you got complete, like, killers. Convicted of killers and convicted of murdering somebody, getting out of jail. And ain't nobody putting stuff up on their Instagram. They forgave them. Hey, brother, it's a good, man, that you're trying to get your life back on straight. But for Michael Vick, Michael Vick can't ever be forgiven. Ray Rice, they still calling him a woman beater. Even though Ray Rice done already served, done paid his debts to society for that. Nope. People still going to the man comment section. Can't forgive him. Hell, Jonathan Owens, Simone Biles' husband. The man does an interview that people don't like, and they still coming to this man's social media, harassing the hell out of him, name calling him. And he ain't even commit a damn crime. Any black person that commit a crime, media go hard on them. And they stay on their neck. If you do something as a black person, you can never be forgiven. Even when you pay your debt to society, you can never be forgiven. You're not allowed to live your life and be productive anymore. You're just not allowed to do it. You're not allowed to do it. Because there are one set of rules for black people. There are one set of rules for people white and mostly non-black. There's sets of rules. There are rules. And if you don't abide by those rules, well, guess what happens? Okay? You're canceled, you're arrested, or your life is taken. You never get to be a normal person again if you're black and if you make a mistake. Nope. It's just not what it is. And that's crazy. I'm talking about, black folks done stuff 20 and 30 years ago. 20, 30 years ago, people still can't be forgiven. Bill Cosby allegedly did something 50 years ago. And the stuff came back 50 years later, and they was able to arrest this man? For allegations? He said, she said. But this is big. This Archdiocese situation, this is huge. And man, look, the fact that they ain't talking about this, the fact that there's no internet smoke for this right here, I tell y'all, boy. Would you let your kids go to this? Would you let your kids go to this church? Would you let them? Would you let them? Damn. And Archbishop Jose Gomez said, hey, I'm sorry for every one of these incidents. I'm sorry. From the bottom of his heart, he's sorry. He hopes that this settlement will provide some measure of healing. No, $1.1 million. that's not going to provide a measure of healing. Not the mental torment. You can't pray that away. That's not enough money. When you got to go to 3 and 4 therapy sessions a week because somebody of the cloth you trusted molested you. No, it's not going to provide healing. Nothing will. Not even time's going to provide healing in the situation. And you can't give these people enough money to heal them. That's not how it works, Archbishop. That's not how it works. You are a part of an organization that's evil, diametrically opposed to the God we're supposed to serve, right? And you people are going to burn in hell. Healing. Some measure of healing. I believe we have come to a resolution of these claims that will provide just compensation to the survivor victim of these past abuses. 1,353 people. They suffered at the hands of these monsters, and that's what the hell y'all are, Archbishop Gomez. Y'all are a bunch of monsters. These are living monsters right here. This temple or whatever this is, church, they need to take this and they need to knock this damn thing to the ground. They need to burn it to the ground. They need to burn this thing to the ground. Burn it to the ground. Arrest everybody associated with this mess. Stop. This is going to provide healing, some measure of healing. It's not enough. It's not enough. It's not. Y'all done paid $740 million to victims in various settlements. Wow. Amazing. These survivors have suffered for decades, of course, and they're going to suffer for the rest of their damn life in the aftermath of the abuse. Dozens of the survivors, they died. Of course they did. And some of these people, moreover, and I told y'all, moreover, some of these people, they took themselves out of here. Some people, they did okay, they got the money and they moved on. Some people can't do that. It was real stuff happening to these people. I'm talking about like kids tied up, man, forcibly. Like forcibly made to do something you did not want to do. And I hate this. It was time to get this resolved. You didn't resolve a damn thing. What did you resolve? You gave their parents, you tried to buy them off with $1.1 million about each person? What did you resolve? What? Okay, so y'all pay and it go away just like you did $740 million ago? You pay and it's gone now? Wait a minute. We wiped the slate clean now? We can cut a check for $880 million and the slate is clean? We're free to go about doing what the hell we want to do again? What about kid 1354? What about 1355 that's coming? What about 1356? It should never get to that because all these bastards need to be locked up and put in jail and put them on death row. That's what the hell need to happen here in this situation. And you bastards around got the nerve. Y'all thinking about reporting on P. Diddy? And some damn body not getting a contract extension? Kawhi Leonard, that's important? No. Look at this. And the settlement, it's going to be funded by the Archdiocese investments. Accumulated reserves, folks, they have an endless bank account. And I can do another video on, I can't go deep into this. I can't do it on YouTube like I want to. Because my normal YouTube fans, they're not going to understand what I'm saying if I take this a little bit deeper. Dennis Espinoza will. Okay? The War Machine, Brittany Neiman definitely going to understand. Okay, she definitely gonna know. Dennis Espinoza will definitely know. It's a couple of people on here that I can take this in deep with. My boy Combo Breaker 99, I know he's gonna know. I can go extra deep on this. But I'm just telling you right now, okay? I guarantee you there are more people out there that these people, they're quiet, they silence, because the kids, whoever they were, they terrified. Not even talking about the people that, I guarantee you there are many, many more people. Do you know how many kids are around these damn clergy? More than 1,353, I tell you that. More than 1,353. And look at this, y'all. According to the Archdiocese, certain religious orders and others named in the litigation also cover some of the cost of the settlement. So they just cover cost of the settlement, and they can go on preaching and doing what they want to do, and they're free to go to molest and assault other kids. I mean, this is what I'm understanding from this article. This is what the hell I'm understanding this from this article. After they pay these fines and these settlements, they can go on doing what they want to do. And they got an endless supply of money. They got an endless supply of damn money. See, they can mess up, and they're going to keep messing up and messing up and messing up, and don't worry, somebody going to keep footing the bill. It's not going to change. I mean, has it changed? They paid $740 million the first time. They paid $880 million the second time. Is it going to change? Is it really going to change? I don't think so, y'all. I don't think it's going to change. I think this is going to be an ongoing thing. You got to take this thing. People say cut the head of the snake off. No. You got to go inside this snake. You got to gut it. You got to gut it. This is a major problem. It's a major problem that will never be talked about because too many powerful white people are involved.